What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the video. We are currently in drop yard and getting ready to take an empty down to another facility and pick up a load going to Laredo, Texas. Was just out with that fella in that truck and that fella in that truck over there. We had some dinner. I've been trying to figure out whether I wanted to leave, but I figured I'd go ahead and head out, go down and get the load, and then we'll probably stop somewhere fairly early tonight so I can get some good daytime video, because I do right now do most of my driving wee hours of the night, early morning, into about the time most people are headed to work, and that's about the time I'm done. But I'm going to try and do some adjusting, get some videos made so that you all can see what it's like. So we'll get this thing fired up and we'll head that way. All right, POV mode. I'll let the pump run for a couple seconds. Transfer pump. I don't know if you can hear it or not. And we'll fire it up. Now, since we put the 7-inch pipes on and did the motor swap, this thing is incredibly loud. In fact, it sounds like an old 8V92 if you're familiar with them. Some people might argue with me, but it's airing up that trailer. I don't know, with no weight on it, how much noise we'll get out of it, but you can probably hear it loping. It's less than 60 degrees outside, and that's just the way it's tuned. The 600, it's just tuned that way because it's all factory. This is not an aftermarket tune on this engine. Beautiful day in Ohio. This road's really, really rough, so you're gonna hear it. You hear all the bouncing and stuff. It is a 14-year-old truck, even though I've replaced most everything you can replace. A lot of the suspension's been replaced. The whole front suspension's been replaced on this truck. A lot of the parts in the back have been replaced. Airbags. I get shocks about once every year or 2 years maybe, but this road right here is just that rough. I got 336 rears, so I can't do that loaded, but it'll do it okay empty. Skip a couple gears there. Getting is with the windows down, obviously. So we put the windows up there a little bit. Oh, there's the camera telling me a lane departure. Big old quarry over there on the right there. It's pretty loud since we did the engine swap with the 7-inch pipes, with the 7-inch Y pipe from Four Estates, Chrome Shop Mafia. It's pretty loud. After we get the load picked up there, you'll get to hear it. Skipping half gears here, not using the overdrive there. That's an overdrive shift, drops less RPMs, but if you don't need them, not necessarily you have to use them. Beautiful country down here in Ohio. As you can see, Bella's a little dirty. The side windows are quite dirty. We've been in rain the last couple days, so beautiful sunset. The only bad thing about running back roads, air quote back roads, is the red lights. Speed zones, as you can see, speed limit's dropping to 50, but this is a little bitty town right here. So the speed limit drops and they have quite a few red lights. Red lights that change pretty quickly, and a big truck can get a little sketchy. That is a grass farm. Sod. In these small towns like this, it's hard to tell which lane to be in. A lot of cars turn right, but occasionally you'll get one turning left right in one of these businesses right here, so it will cause issues. Traffic will back up just a little bit until they can get across, and then you'll have that. Everybody thinks that they're going to, well, I guess it's probably because of that truck up there. There's she and this Chevy right here doesn't want to follow that truck at the takeoff, which I understand that. I don't want to either, so. What she did though was she cut down my stopping distance, and we'll have at least one of these people from this right lane jump in front of us, but it's pretty easy to anticipate. Well, maybe they're gonna make a liar out of me. That's surprising. He actually took off pretty quick. Must not be as heavy as it looks. That's a paver and a skid steer. Flashed his headlights at me, so we'll flash our lights at him, tell him thank you. That's to let me know that I've cleared the front of his truck. It's clear to move back over. Alright, we're coming into town here. This is the town of Circleville. This is actually where we got to make our pickup at. We're going to go down here a couple miles. Well, went to the low side. Should have stayed in the high side. Like an 8V92. My dad even said when he heard it for the first time there, after we put the new engine in, that it sounded like the one that he used to own. He had a cab over, had an 8V92 in it. That's one of them sketchy red lights. Now with us being empty, wasn't that big of a deal, but if I was loaded, it would have been a whole lot harder to stop. Now, I'm not splitting the low side. No need to. In fact, I don't even have to split the high side. But we'll start splitting them. Get her back to the power band and make some noise. One of the things about driving a truck is you always got to know what's alongside you, both sides, if you got more than one side that's available. See, that's what them people will do. They don't want to be behind me, so they'll come up here and they'll cut me off. Which I get that they don't want to be behind me, but I'll probably turn left right here. See? She could have just stayed behind me, but she didn't want to stay behind me. Bella, sing the song of our people. How about it? We're going to be making a left right here in between the two truck stops. And our customer's back there, so once I make the turn there, I'll shut the camera off and we'll go in and get our trailer picked up. Ooh, we're getting a break today. Now you gotta watch this because that car is out there at the turn at the stop bar. So you got to swing wide. A lot of people don't realize that intersection is set up for the trucks to swing wide around the stop bar. Usually the stop bars are set back a little bit further, but anyway, we're gonna go down here to our customer, get our loaded tank. We'll see you in a bit. Alright guys, got the loaded one picked up. We're gonna go back down to the truck stops. I'm gonna use the restroom, and then we'll probably do a little bit of trucking because we got some time left. Try and get to a truck stop I want to stay at for the night. Wait for that liquid to hit the bag. coffee. Probably not going to do a whole lot of trucking, but we'll do a little bit here. You can hear me over top of the pipes. Between most truck drivers and pulling tank is I have to try and time my shifts between the surge of the liquid. So if you drive truck and you're seeing me grab gears short shift, that's why. So anyways, I was saying, you gotta time your shifts between the liquid moving. So when the liquid hits the back of the trailer, I try and give it full throttle, keep it laying back there, then grab a gear, then I try and grab another gear before it hits the back of the trailer again, because what it'll do is it surges forward when I'm shifting. So, and right in through here, yeah, see, another red light. See, this is what I mean about when I said earlier about the cars cutting in front of me here. They didn't do it this time, but they do it a lot of times. That shortens my stopping distance down. So, you're hearing it grind a little bit because it's rolling a little bit, but get as many shifts in while it's at the back of the trailer as I can. Some other people may do it differently that pull tank, but that's the way I do it. I try and get it laying against the back of the trailer and keep it there as long as I can. It'll make the engine brake run a whole lot longer at the same RPMs. This intersection right here is fun because I can't really see back that far. get too wound up here, get it moving too fast, because we're just going to have to slow down again. Said earlier, beautiful day in Ohio. Well, not so much over there.